Hey, hey, hey. Turn 25 today. What the fuck is going on? See, always wanted to be a singer, but I put that dream on hold. And let me tell you why. I'm scared.
There she is.
Of what people thought. I admit I care. And that almost was the death of me. Those stars with chains on me.
You might have to
blamed everyone except myself.
Can't hear you.
And that didn't fucking help. And if you are me right now, don't care what people say. Get the fuck out your own way. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now, I got no time to waste. 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 Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Turn 25 today. What the fuck is going on? See, always wanted to be a singer, but I put that dream on hold. And let me tell you why. I'm scared of what people thought. I admit I cared. And that almost was the death of me. Those stars put chains on me. Blamed everyone except myself. And that didn't fucking help. And if you are me right now, don't care what people say. Get the fuck out your own way. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now, I got no time to waste. 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 Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Turn 25 today. What the fuck is going on? See, always wanted to be a singer, but I put that dream on hold. And let me tell you why. I'm scared of what people thought. I admit I cared. And that almost was the death of me. Those stars put chains on me. Blamed everyone except myself. and that didn't fucking help. And if you are me right now, don't care what people say. Get the fuck out your own way. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now, I've got no time to wait.
You have control of our mics?
Yeah, I do. I have control of
Okay,
everything.
good.
Okay, guys, welcome to Joyful Minds. Thank you so much for being here. Wispy, Paige, and Stars, they're all here. These are my three favorite people that I've met in the recent year. And we will be talking about tonight. We will be talking about putting yourself first. So this really was laid on my heart today because I feel like after getting out of a relationship, and playing this game, I really like had to dig deep, like bring myself up out of that pit because I feel like it became a thing where like I was becoming less and less myself because I was focused on the wrong things. And that's also why I decided to start this podcast because I'm more than just a gamer and this channel is an entertaining channel. Um,
I'm just thinking of all the times we spoke about your stories, Jada.
yes. Okay. Thanks, Paige.
Sorry.
So what was I getting at? Okay. So the point that I'm trying to say is that like it's important to put yourself first when you find like new interests. Like so getting on the Twitch channel, I started, slowly like not putting myself first. I put these games first. And I'm starting to get out of that because it's very toxic. But all that to say that relationship that I was in, um, thank you. Okay, that relationship that I was in. This is my first time. This is my first time, y'all. So bear with me, okay? That relationship that I was
We
in.
love the feedback.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so that relationship that I was in, I forgot myself in that relationship. Like it became me trying to uplift him to the best man that he could be. And in the process of doing that, like every day I was not doing, I mean, I was doing stuff, but like it's different doing stuff versus putting yourself first every day. Like doing stuff for yourself is very fucking different.
Mm.
And so, like every day, like I would let him use my car for the betterment of our relationship. But like, um, you know, after we broke up, he's a better man. You know, tell the next bitch I said you're welcome. But like, who the fuck am I? Like, was I growing along that time? So that's why this was
Jada,
put on
pause,
my.
pause. They're saying in the chat they can't hear you.
Oh, at all?
Yeah, they said they can't hear you.
Not at all, but there's something's louder than you.
Yeah.
Not
Hmm.
at all, but there's something's louder than you.
Music. Paris is saying the music is so loud.
Testing, testing,
Music. Paris is saying the music is so
Oh,
loud.
I heard
testing,
that.
testing. Okay, I just put the mic closer to my mouth. Okay, but anyways, I
It's
forgot.
good, so.
Yes, thank you all so much. Okay, I forgot who the fuck I was in this process. Who the fuck was I while I was lifting this nigga up? You get what I'm saying? What was I doing every fucking day? And guys, if you didn't hear that part, it's very different from doing shit for your relationship versus and your relationships with people and just doing shit in life, like just doing shit to keep busy versus doing shit for yourself. Okay? Very big effing difference. Okay. And that's what I want to talk about today. Guys, my three besties have not been briefed on the topic. These are their first time. This is their first time seeing these slides, so you will get their raw reactions. But let's look at the first. Let's look at the first slide. Putting yourself first allows you to be yourself. Okay. So, what does this mean to you, and how do these things relate? So, how does putting yourself first allow you to be yourself? And we'll just go one by one. Whoever wants to start first.
Stars.
Okay, I knew it.
Also, in chat, make sure you're responding because by the time we're done going through all three of us, we will read your comments. Okay, go ahead,
Turn the
Stars.
music down.
Oh God, it's back up again. Okay.
It really is. Um, Honestly, I can say that when you put yourself first in a lot of situations, it takes a road and a pathway to
Yep.
get there. You have to figure out what you want first and then go for that.
Right.
Um, a lot of times there will be a lot of humps, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. You're trying to figure yourself out and figure out who you are as a person. And there will be a lot of people that will be against that. So at the end of the day, you have to definitely put yourself first in the first in the aspect of I believe in myself. Like no matter what you say, I'm gonna do what's best for me, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to build myself up. And you have to push all those negative thoughts out and all of the things that people disagree with. Like I've always been told, oh, okay, hey, you can't do this. Hey, you can't do that. Oh yeah, okay, that's not something that you'll be able to do. It really puts a damper on the self-esteem. But I'm going to tell you, all it takes is that one person to believe in yourself, and it will be you. And then next thing you know, you're on the top of everything. So a good example would be I never thought I'd be working in where I'd be working. I started out in retail. And when I say retail, y'all, I mean Walmart, y'all.
Mhm.
Ice cream shops.
Gas.
Mhm.
I was singing for tips, y'all.
Come on, you better
I,
hustle.
I went from that, and this is what I mean by believing in yourself. And that it took me 6 months to go from singing for ice cream tips to working in the health field to working for the government.
Right.
And at that age, I had nothing, not a thing, not a dime. Didn't have a
Whitney
car, didn't
Houston.
have a license, nothing.
Mhm.
So you have to push yourself, no matter what people tell you, no matter how many people tell you you can't do it anyway. That's what it means to put yourself first. In my eyes,
I
do it
see.
anyway.
Right.
That's a
Yes,
word.
that is a word. Okay.
Beautifully stated.
Very
And
much
might I,
needed.
and might I just add, you sound
Yeah.
utterly dashing on the mic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god, love whisper.
I was thinking about this question
Mhm.
while Stars was talking.
Mhm.
For me, okay, putting yourself first allows you to be yourself. Like, let's just break it down for a second.
Yeah.
Like, putting yourself first is kind of to me like doing things just kind of going for it, whether you are sure or unsure, but
Mhm.
making sure that you're at the back of the forebrain when you're making that decision. I feel like
Mhm.
when you put yourself first, in a lot of situations, even times when you're scared of something, the discomfort kind of helps you to grow. And as
Mhm.
you grow, you start to fall more and more into the character that you are within.
Right.
So I feel like just taking those risks, taking those chances, just saying like, what's the worst that can happen? They can only say no. What's a no? You know what I mean? And
Right.
I'm speaking from experience when I come with that because a little bit of my backstory, like I was like born in the hood, The
Mhm.
first half of my life was spent in like Section 8 housing in the projects. Shout
Right.
out Hamilton.
Mhm.
And we like we had it a bit rough growing up. We've always had these big aspirations and these big dreams and these goals,
Mhm.
but it's really difficult to hold on to those when you grow up the way that we grew up. And I'm sure somebody
Right.
can relate to that.
Yeah.
So for me, like just taking those risks as I was growing up, because like I never thought that I was gonna be. First of all, I'm in the beauty industry. Just by the way,
Mhm.
um, I'm an internationally published model, fashion designer,
Mm.
Yeah.
stylist, makeup artist, and creative
Only
director.
one
Clock
letter of the
that.
city I just followed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow, only
Um,
one. Mhm.
but you know what? Like I kind of didn't fight the will. Like I thought that I was going to go to school for either architecture or political science. Y'all, I thought I wanted to be the president when I turned 35.
I'm telling you, same thought at like 9 though. Same thought.
Yeah. But every single time, like the beauty industry kept calling me back. So I think putting yourself first is not only like taking those chances and taking those risks, but it's also like listening to that voice within and kind of
Right.
going for it.
Mhm.
Because the more you do this, the closer you get with your inner self. And the closer you are with your inner self, the more successful you'll be in many ways, like in your career, in your relationships, in your mental health. Like just having that alignment, that's the word, alignment,
Absolutely. That
with
matters.
yourself,
Mhm.
like is a big like key factor I think of being yourself. So yeah, I would say take those risks. Like when I did my first publication, it was about 12 years ago.
Mhm.
I decided to post on Facebook like, hey, like I'm a fashion student and I know that grunge is on the rise and I want to get ahead of the curve. I'm seeking models, photographers that would like to be involved. I posted that on Facebook not knowing what kind of response I was going to get from that.
Mhm.
Then next thing I know, I had like 60, 75 comments on there, which was way more than what I anticipated. And
Right.
I'm like having all these models that are interested, like models that had never done a photo shoot, models that have been shooting for years, all these photographers that were interested. And I was like, okay, gotta lock in. So I went and I found this building in downtown Cincinnati, which is my hometown. Shout out Cincinnati.
Okay.
Um, and I was going to a building to like ask for permission to use their parking lot. You know, in downtown cities, you always paying for parking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I go ahead and I go up to this building. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but I go up there to speak to the owner, and I was like, "Hey, look, I am a fashion student. I pretty much said the same thing. Like, I'm a fashion student. I'm wanting to do this epic photo shoot in downtown Cincinnati area. I
Mhm.
really didn't want to have these people having to pay for this because this is my first ever project,
Right.
and I would happily tag your location in the credits. Maybe it could pick up business. Who knows?"
Mhm.
And he pretty much shook my hand and said that's totally okay, which was awesome. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's easy to let those feelings make you not like take action and like ask those questions. But like I
Right.
was saying earlier, like what's the worst that you can get is a no.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's like so it's worth just trying it out. So I asked them, and look, I got a parking lot that I'm able to have all these people come to. We
Mhm.
all get there. I do a little powwow. I'm like, hey, we're gonna get some epic shoots. Fuck. Like we're gonna D'Lo in the
Oh my
background.
god. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm here. Keep going.
We're gonna get some epic shoots. Like
Right.
it's gonna be pretty cool. So we
Mhm.
all get there. You guys, I use articles of clothing from my own closet and style male, female models. I had about 10 models that like was able to settle on that were all commenting. And I had two photographers and two makeup artists that were all interested. And that was the team.
Right.
So we arrived to this parking lot. Nobody's having to pay for parking. We're having our powwow, and I literally took out the cart, y'all. I took the cart out on my personal clothes from my own closet,
Right.
and I was styling these people. I'm like, look, we're gonna make it do what it does.
Mhm.
And I had scouted earlier locations with the photographer. You know, we went around, we did our photo shoot. Now, these are people that didn't model at all. Like, this is some of their first photo shoot. Others of their, you know, seventh, 10th, however many photo shoots it has been.
Mhm.
And, you know, we went through it all, and um, I was like, hey, let's just see if we could submit this. So, me and my friend
Mhm.
at the time, we submitted it into a local magazine, and it all got published in a local magazine in Cincinnati.
Wow.
So again, like just asking those questions, like the worst they can say is no. You
Mhm.
know, the more discomfort you put yourself in, the more you learn what kind of wiring and things that you have to do to get to where you're going. And the more you do that, the more aligned you get, and then the more aligned you get, the more successful you are. So
Absolutely.
all that to say, like, just go for it.
more able you are to put yourself first.
Right.
That because you have more.
Because you understand your worth.
Right. Absolutely.
But that's my thoughts on it.
Okay. And Paigey Wagey.
So like, in my opinion, like you can't pour into somebody else's cup if your cup empty. You understand?
Mhm. Mhm.
Here.
You can't sit here and I mean, you really can't pour into someone else's cup if your cup's empty. Like you have to
Absolutely.
take at the bottom line is at the end of the day, you can't help someone else if you can't help yourself. You
Exactly.
can't do anything else for anyone
Yeah.
if you're not building yourself up, you know?
Mhm.
Like whether it's relationships, friendships, school, or life in general, if you're not okay, happy, or even just neutral about your life, you
Mhm.
know? Like if my motto is if you're not happy, life ain't worth living. You feel?
Right.
Everybody spends so much time being sad and blah blah blah. Get up your ass and go do something. Make something of yourself.
Go.
You
Right.
can't do nothing if you're not nothing, you know? Like
Mhm.
you start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere, even if it's the bottom. Like you have to put yourself first. Like you have to. Your
Yeah.
happiness should be your number one priority. What you
Mhm.
want, the goals that you want have to align with the actions that you take for your future.
Right. You're so right.
That's I guess that's kind of all I really have to say. I mean,
Right.
you can't pour into another cup if your cup empty. So pour into your own cup. Fuck them other people cup. Get your money up, not your funny up.
There you go.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Yes,
all
that's it.
no, really.
That's all I gotta say.
And that's fine because we I do have a slide after this. I have some quotes that I want us to think about, but I feel like in life we really forget just how important this stuff is. Like of course you hear it all the time and it becomes cliche, but there are some things that like we just take for granted. I remember before I even got the job with NBC, it would have never happened had I not put myself first, because I had a
Yeah.
relationship and they had to get the sheriffs in the town. My aunt being an FBI agent, she knew the sheriff in town. They had to come like get my bags and pack my shit and like for me because like it was that hard for me to put myself first. Now I was really young and I was in college, but like life be life in y'all. And you
I
know
in my personal opinion, I feel like that's when it matters the most. Is at that young age.
absolutely.
That's when it matters the absolute most. Because if you can't
Yes.
learn to do that when you're younger, you're going to be 30, 40, 50 years old in some horrible ass marriage, hating your goddamn life, hating what you did with your life,
Yes.
hating where you ended up. Like you have to your happiness has to be your number one priority.
It
And if you're not
does.
happy with who you with, who you surround yourself with, not happy with yourself, then something has
Mhm.
to change.
I can't tell you how many times I didn't like. I promise you, when I got out of high school, it was like, you have a baby, you have a baby, you have a baby, you do this, da, da, da." It's totally fine. But I know for a fact, like half of those girls, because some of them were my friends, they were not happy in those relationships. And had they went back, they
Mm.
would have never done it the way that they did. You get what I'm saying? And And
Yeah,
like
like
when
don't
they're
get me
not.
wrong, having a kid is everything, but
Yeah,
having a kid by the wrong person is not everything. You
it's
know,
not every.
that's
Yeah.
not that's where people fuck up the most. Like, because the oopsie might legs for somebody, no matter if you've taken the precautions to prevent contraception or not, no matter what, as a woman, as someone who is able to have children, you should not be laying down in bed with nobody at all, point blank
Mhm.
period, without thinking about the possibility of what could come out of that. And if a child comes out of that, then what are you going to do?
Right.
Because even if you want birth control, guess what? Birth control is not 100% effective. Condoms are
Mhm.
not 100% effective. The shit that they be doing nowadays is not 100% effective.
I
So
and
you do
added
that one oopsie, and now what?
right, and added on to that, like I think that having a child is one of the most beautiful things. Like it's like a beautiful bondage. It's once in a lifetime. I think that it's just a beautiful process in its entirety. But when you are not
It
ready
is, but a kid's
yourself
not
from
all
not,
shit.
well, yeah, but when you are not ready yourself, right? Like it just opens up the door for disaster. When you are
But on top
not
of that,
a
you're never
hundred,
ready.
well, you're never going to be ready, but I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
but
when
I was
you're
gonna say, but on
not,
top of that, you'll never be ready.
when you're not yourself, do you get what I'm saying? When you don't know who you are and you're
Yeah, how
sitting
can
here
you raise
having a
someone else
child.
to know who they are? Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and I think that, because you got to understand, when you have a child for the next 18 years, your happiness is no longer the priority.
And that's just the 18 years that you're by law required to take care of that child. Because parenting isn't just a from until you're 18.
Right.
That's a
Say
forever
that
job.
again.
That's a forever job. Being a mom don't quit.
Yeah.
Being a mom never quits. That's a forever job. And
Say
if you
that
think your kid turned
again.
18 and it's like, oh, my job done, then guess what? You're a shitty parent.
Yeah.
Let the
Yeah.
church say what?
But
Because your
but
job don't quit. Your
right.
job don't quit till your baby is buried 6 feet under, or you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, you're right. You're 1,000% right. I'm going to say because I am 26, going on 27, and I have literally had to depend on my mom for on multiple occasions. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, who's to know? I'm not saying like, oh, if you have a child, it's just the worst. No. 'Cause honestly, I honestly, I probably should have had one had I not left that relationship when I did. Um, but that being said, I know women who ended up leaving a relationship have their child, and it's beautiful. But I also know women on the other half of that, and people on the other half of that were just simply not ready, and it's just one thing after a freaking another. If you cannot provide for it, if you cannot provide for your child, like you have no business having one. And if you and honestly, if like you're not putting yourself first while you're having that child, you get what I'm saying? Because your health matters when you're carrying that child. All of that matters. So putting
Because if
yourself
you
first,
can't help yourself, you can't help them. They're
it,
dependent on you.
yeah, it's a little bit
You're the common denominator in all of it, you know?
right.
Like
It's
when you
the
have a child, like your child leans on you emotionally, mentally. They look up to you like in every aspect of life. So if you not
yes
on that path,
to do the right
what do you think your
thing,
kid's gonna do?
right?
They're gonna go down the wrong path that you're like. They're gonna do everything that you doing, and even if it's wrong, then I mean your child's gonna children are what's that called, mimes. They're mini
Right.
mimes.
Hi,
They're mini
Sorvo.
mimes.
Thank
They will
you.
they mock your life and the
Right.
way you talk, the way you walk, the way you live,
Right.
And I mean, not they'll copy it, they copy it, but they adapt it into their own lifestyles when they're older. Like
Absolutely.
I live my adult life the way that I watched my mom live her adult
Oh,
life.
I am every bit of my
Like
mama.
the way my house, oh, what like
And my dad.
the way my house like is organized, like the way my kitchen is
Right.
organized to the way that I fold my clothes is because of my
Right.
mom. You
Right.
understand? So like when you that the problem is they they thinking about the fun, the fun of, being intimate with someone, and they're thinking about that, and they're not thinking about the long term. They're thinking about the moment, not for life. You understand? Because that might be for the moment, but just because it's for the moment right then and there doesn't mean it won't be for life.
Right.
Because that's a one way street. You
Mhm.
feel?
I
That's
would
a one way
like
street. Like if it happens, you can't just like take it back.
Right.
Yeah,
I would like to
not no more.
ask. Oh my gosh. I would like to ask um Whisper and Stars, and I know
Mhm.
Stars is a fantastic person, partner, mother, friend, everything. And I would like to get, your view on it. And Whisper from a male perspective and Stars from a mother's perspective. I think that, your input is very important as well. So, whichever one would like to start.
Okay, we're talking. I'm not going to go first. I'm just trying to clarify. Are we talking about? Give me the topic because I had to.
Well, putting yourself first,
Right.
in relation to, having a child or a
Okay. Okay.
marriage or anything that is a lifelong commitment.
I see what you're saying. I think it's still important, that you have,
Oh, I
you
will
know,
say this: are you able to put yourself first before you have that? Oh yes, you are, Paige. You are. I'm so sorry. This is my first time, so please forgive me. I will be more prepared the next time we have this chat.
No, you're
But
so good. I just wasn't gonna say it out loud.
no, I know. Okay, but yeah, but are you even able to put yourself first when you're in a marriage, or um obviously not when you have a child,
I
but
think
you know.
I think it's important that you put yourself first. You put yourself first in a marriage. Not, and I'm not talking about like in a selfish kind of a way. I'm just
Mhm.
simply saying like having those boundaries. Knowing those like ticks, those things that trigger you, and just having a deep connection and understanding of yourself within. I
Mhm.
think that is putting yourself first when you're in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
just knowing how you operate and knowing how you handle situations and being able to have that communication with your partner.
Mhm.
Like, and honestly, if you can't have the communication with your partner that doesn't understand those boundaries, then that's a
Mhm.
red flag, baby. Run the other way.
Right.
So let's just say that.
Yes.
But like you should be able to have that communication with your partner and let you know like, hey, like when I get upset, the best thing for me to do is to sit in a separate room for a couple minutes and then come back and readdress the situation. And I think just having that clarity and understanding of yourself like is in turn what kind of makes a relationship successful,
Right.
like knowing who you are.
Right.
Kind of similar to what Paige was saying, like you can't really fill a cup if yours is empty. You know what I mean?
Precisely. And adding on to that, you really have to know, I promise you, like, cuz while you're in a relationship or whatever have you, if you're building this person up and you're slowly forgetting yourself, if the relationship doesn't work out, who the fuck are you at the end of that relationship? And this is my firsthand like experience. Like I forgot who the fuck that who I forgot who I was and what I was capable of because I was so invested into this relationship. I thought it was going to be lifelong, and it didn't work out. So I think number one, it's important for you to be doing the things that you love while you're in a relationship, friendship,
I could,
relationship,
I could,
all of
I
that.
could, I could definitely attest and relate to that because I come out of a 6 year relationship 6 months ago, just about over
Mhm.
6 months ago,
Mhm.
and you know, after the first 3 years, you're like, okay, is this going to keep going, right? This is going to keep going.
Right.
But what I didn't do at the time, and why I think it didn't work out, was exactly the kind of the topic. I wasn't really like making sure that I was putting myself first and thinking about
Right.
me and how I would operate, like on an individual level.
Mhm.
Everything was for the other person, and that
Mhm.
seems like a great thing when you say it, but like in practice, when you're actually doing it, like is really draining of
Mhm.
yourself. And when you leached yourself dry
Mhm.
because you're pouring all of this energy into the other person and not like considering yourself,
Mhm.
that ends up causing like friction in the relationship,
Right.
right? Because now you're arguing because you're not happy.
Right.
So I think it's important that you have those boundaries. And similarly with kids, obviously, we have to be logical about this, you guys. Like,
Mhm.
we can't leave kids, 4 or 5 years old, unattended or anything crazy like that. But what I'm saying is,
Right.
you got to lock in for a couple years, really take care of that child, and teach them some independence along the way. Not force independence. That's the difference.
Right.
Teaching independence is completely different than forcing independence.
Right.
So it's like teaching that independence, teaching them how to operate as an adult in their own world at some point, knowing that they will because it's inevitable that they will.
Mhm.
I think like that's creating that boundary between you and that child. And then I also feel like even when you have a child, it's important as a mother to pour into yourself too,
Right.
because you still got to have
Thank
that
you for the follow,
vitality.
QT.
You still got to have that vitality to keep going, for that child. Like,
Right.
and you can't, once it's gone, it's gone. Once the energy is gone, it's gone.
Right. You can't
So
get
you
it
got
back.
so you got to make sure you're pouring into yourself. You got to treat yourself sometimes.
Absolutely. I for one, I know for myself, I am making sure I am going to be the best that I can be because Paige, you're right. You're never going to be ready. And I just want to make sure that I'm the best that I can be, and all that comes by putting myself first in some way, shape, or form every single day, every single day, so that I can be the best version of myself, and so I can, conduct that relationship to the best of my ability throughout however long it may be. And stars, I wanted to, add you in here if you're here, sweet sugar.
Can you guys hear me? All right, all right. Yes, I am here. A few points I want to make.
Yes.
Ooh, let's. Okay, so this might be a little long. Come,
No, say what's on your heart, my sugar. Say
few
it.
things. Few things I want people to understand. Like, no matter what happens, even if you become a parent by accident, if you weren't planning it, if it happened through
Right.
tragedy and things happened,
Right.
um, you are still that parent.
Right.
That it like that does not erase the fact that you are the parent.
Mhm.
If there is a child in you, that is life. That is a life you created.
Mhm.
So I need for people to understand that that is still a responsibility and that is still something that is there. You can't
Right.
erase that. It doesn't go away just because you decided to give up the responsibility, just because that baby either is lost. That does not erase the fact
Mhm.
that that is a life and it is here. Second point,
Yeah.
um, being a mom.
Mhm.
I became a mom very young, had no idea what I was doing.
Mhm.
Uh, it happened because I was being a hoe. Excuse me, Twitch.
Ain't nothing wrong
Once
with it,
upon a
girl.
time, not long
And I'm gonna
ago.
tell
I
you right
was a
now,
hoe.
I was I
Admit
was that idiot. I was that idiot
Oh my goodness.
that that was feeling it one night and I felt it a little too much. And boom, pregnancy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're right, Paige, you're right about having that one parent that you lean on, because that one parent that I leaned on taught me how to be a parent. So, in the aspect that I have to put myself first, you're like the 18 years, yes, but I
Mhm.
want people to understand that just because you're a mom does not
Yeah.
mean that you don't put yourself first. It may take a little while. The house may be a mess. Your hair might be looking like a pigeon's nest.
Right.
You might have binged one too many Ben and Jerry's.
it.
Mhm.
But like, people have to understand that being a mom is also a 24/7, 365 day a year job.
Mhm.
Despite that, we will find a way to put ourselves first.
Right.
Even and that doesn't mean that we're negating or getting rid of the responsibility of being a parent.
Yes.
We will put ourselves first, because if we don't put ourselves first, and another thing is, you will never be ready. There will never be a time as a parent where you will be financially stable at any age ever, okay?
Right.
The inflation is always growing, bills are always stacking up.
Mhm.
It does not matter what age you become a parent, you will never be ready. You
Right.
have to just go along with it and just basically improvise.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand, but you do the best of your ability.
Yes.
But you also don't forget yourself.
Don't
Like,
forget
I don't
yourself.
forget myself. It took me years to finally, like, okay, appreciate myself as a person and as a mom.
Mhm.
And it had nothing to do with people that I was with or people that I was dating. It had everything to do with me.
Right.
Um, I never. Sometimes I do forget myself. Like, sometimes I do put myself on the back burner,
Right.
but I put myself right back on the front burner because I'm like, okay, she has to see somebody that has her shit together. She has to see that she can do everything that I can do and be better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to I don't know, I need to put that out there, like, just because you become a parent does not mean you forget yourself. You have a lot of responsibilities, yes, but you're not being selfish or anything for putting yourself first sometimes, because actually
Mhm.
that's really necessary for a mom. A lot of moms go through a lot of postpartum depression. We go through a lot of things called running away syndrome.
Right.
That's a thing with moms where they actually want to run away from their families because there's too much responsibility.
Oh
There's
no.
not a lot of support in
Mhm.
regards to being a parent sometimes. So
Yeah.
you just have to learn how to be a support to yourself. And I think
Right.
that's the hardest part.
I think one could even argue that it's important to put yourself first while you have a child, because they're looking up to you to see what you're doing. And I think Paige touched on that earlier as well. But yeah, like, just to reiterate that, after hearing your experience with that, like, it's very important for you to continue to grow yourself every single day, because this life will break you down if you don't. This life will break you
Yeah.
down and to complete nothingness. Because there are people that have been broken down to complete nothingness, and it's because they're not saying that simple no, or a simple I'll do it later, give me time, give me
Yeah.
space. You know what I'm saying? Like, so great
I
thoughts,
think,
guys. Mhm. Did you have something
yeah.
else to
Oh,
say? Go ahead.
sorry. I was just saying, yeah, no, I completely 100% agree in
Yeah.
regards to that.
Okay, guys, that was our first little seg. Okay, so our second one, we actually already touched on it. So let's look at the second one, guys. So how does it help relationships? Oh wow. Um, and we already touched on that. Which are, I mean, we could briefly touch on it again. And I'll go first. I'll just say, in your relationship, by you becoming your best you, um, that doesn't do anything but help the partnership, because you want each other to be your best selves. So every
Mm.
single day, you need to get that job. You need to look for another one to get that raise. You need to make sure your credit's okay, because when we apply for this, we need to get it. So what are you going to do today to help yourself be in the best position so that it can help us both in the long
Mm-hmm.
run? You get what I'm saying? And it's the
Right.
same for a child. It's the same for, my mama looking at me like, what you finna do to get out of here? And I've been saving up. You know what I'm saying? I've been going to the gym. I've been looking, making sure I'm looking right, feeling great. And you can apply this to every relationship. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
I was gonna say, what was I about to say? Because it slipped me a little bit. I was gonna say, it'll come back to me. Give me a second.
You're fine. Um, I know I was talking about each partner just being the best they can be to grow together, so that it helps the both of them. But you got to make sure, like, of course, you can help your partner, but at some point they got to help themselves. They got to want to they have to love themselves enough to put themselves first to help that relationship.
Yeah, I was just gonna make the point, like,
Mhm.
basically just never settle and keep going.
Yeah.
Like, that's the trick. That's the key. That's the password.
Yeah.
Don't settle.
Don't.
People get
Mm-mm.
comfortable, and you know,
If you met 100,000 people every single day, you would not have met everybody in this damn world. You hear me? Every single day for the rest of your life, you wouldn't have met everybody in this world. 100,000 people a day. So
yeah,
do not settle, my heart. Like you love them. Like don't get me wrong. A bondage, a connection, all of that is beautiful and it's important that you. But don't settle. Don't settle, my sweet sugar. You got anybody got anything to say to add to that?
that's it. Amen. Dope
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I think we already covered this topic.
Yeah,
Okay, bet. Let's go to number 3.
let's
Let's
do
read some
it.
quotes. We're going to end it with some quotes. We're always going to end it with some quotes. The first one says, love yourself first, and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. Okay? You got to get things done. You can't depend on nobody else to do it for you. Okay? Putting yourself first is not selfish. It's quite the opposite. You must put your happiness and health first before you can be of help to anyone else. You got to be healthy, mentally stable. You got to be all of that to help somebody else. Okay? And
Can I
that
put
goes.
my 2 cents in?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all got anything to add? Y'all got anything to say about these two quotes?
Cause I sure do.
Go ahead, sweet sugar. We only got one more slide after this, and then we'll be done. And
Okay,
it's
my
just
thing
quotes
on the
again.
second quote is you
Mhm.
should be selfish. Everyone should be selfish.
Mhm.
It is okay to be selfish. Everyone deserves to be selfish. Because if you're not selfish, no one will be selfish for you.
Absolutely. Healthy
Be selfish.
boundaries. Yes.
Fight for the things you want. Fight for the
Yeah.
things you need.
Mhm.
Be selfish. If you want it, go get it.
Yeah.
Fuck other people. Yeah, that's
Yeah, Paige, let's go. Okay.
Mhm.
I respect my best friend Amaris so much more because that girl will tell me no in a heartbeat. Okay, and I'm not mad at the no nigga. I'm grateful that she's just being honest and she's telling me
you
what she
what an
wants.
honest friend.
Mhm.
An honest friend
That
is
girl will.
everything. Because you don't
Yes.
want to be friends with somebody who sit there and lie in your face. Because then you're gonna go out looking dumb, and
Yes.
somebody's gonna look at you and be like, well, "Why did you do this?" And you sit there feeling
Exactly.
played because your best friend done told you,
I
"Oh,
it,
you
well,
should do this." Nah.
yeah, that happened. Yes, and that's I respect Amaris so much more because of that. That girl's the most selfish, but in a healthy way, healthily. And I aspire to be just like her. So lately, I've been saying no. I've been cutting people off. I don't got time. Jada don't got time. Okay.
As you should. As you should.
Alrighty. Any more thoughts, or can we move on?
Let's just coin the
Let's move
term
around.
What?
hellfish.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Hellfish?
Hellfish.
I
We're not
love
selfish.
that.
We're
Selfish,
hellfish.
healthily
Hell.
selfish. Healthily
Healthily
selfish.
selfish. Okay, bitch. I'm typing it. Hold on. I'm adding it. So we're healthily.
Hellfish. You gotta
Wait.
be hellfish.
Healthish.
Healthish. Okay. Boom. Boom. Bam. Hold on. Let me add a text so that when people are watching this replay, they will see that. Hellfish. Oh shit. Okay.
I think it's
Health.
important that we. I think it's probably important that we point out.
Selfish just with an 8.
Right.
Ha!
Hellfish.
Healthily selfish. Is that it? Hold on. Let me give it a background. Okay. Bitch, give me the background. Okay.
So big.
Healthish. Healthily selfish,
It is
bitch.
so big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all like that?
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
Clock it, bitch. No, this is just like a visual type of cue for people that's watching. Okay, so that's a term right here. You heard it first. Healthish. Healthily selfish. You got to do it. You got to do it to be successful. All right, and our last two quotes. But was it wrong to put yourself first? That's called survival, right? If you're running for your life, you don't get the luxury of being nice. And that might be a little too harsh because obviously we're not fighting to the death. But at the end of the day, if we was fighting to the death, nigga,
You
you
are
gotta be
fighting to the death.
like, nigga, you gotta survive. You gotta survive in this life. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the barbaric way of seeing. That's a barbaric way of seeing it. But yes, okay. And remember always that you have to not only. Oh wait, you have not only the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. Gotta be one with yourself, dude. You gotta be your own individual. It's an obligation. Because who the fuck are you to the people that you love? Are you gonna be that person to lean on? Are you gonna be that person to call on? Can they call on you if you don't know who you are and you ain't got your mind right? No, nigga. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, we're all good? Okay.
We're all good. We're all good. Stay in school.
Stay in school,
Thanks,
nigga.
girl.
We are
Stay in school, cross your legs.
until next time, guys. For the most part, I'll be streaming some games, but I'll until next time.
Go read a book.
Go read a book, niggas.
Do math. Actually, no, scratch that.
Oh.
Cross your T's, dot your I's.
Oh,
Do something useful.
oh. All right, joylies and joys.
What are we gonna say?
Love you all. Spread the joy, guys.
Peace
To
out,
everyone.
bitches. Oh.
I'm gonna say spread the
Peace
joy.
out, bitches.
Okay, peace out,
Peace out,
bitches.
Peace out, bitches.
Read a book.
And spread the joy, nigga.
Peace out, bitches, and spread the joy,
Get the
niggas.
joy, nigga. And play Fortnite.
And play Fortnite. Yeah, I'll be live with Fortnite in just
No,
a
you
sec.
can't say that. Okay, you can't say that. You know, if you know who you are, if you can't say that, don't say it. Okay,
Right. Yeah, you can't say nigga.
because
if
I
you
will
ain't
clock
black.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will
don't
go
don't try
clean
whisper
off.
because he will. Oh.
What are we clocking?
Ah.
We clocking niggas? What?
No,
No,
he
no.
said like don't
Because
say
you burnt
nigga.
my carpet. That's why there's a burn.
Hey. All right, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.
Peace out. Spread the joy, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now. I got no time to waste. 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 Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now. I got no time to waste. 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 Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Don't stop yourself from dreaming. I cared what people thought of me. Really, it was jealousy. Now I won't sit and complain. I'm 25 now. I got no time to waste. 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 Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my ass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Leaving haters in the past. They can all kiss my fucking ass. Don't stop